shall attack it. So when I the prayer, I may avoid, I may dodge around that.
Yeah.
But we shall not get into that. So what has Sakaja said again?
Sakaja has declared that, and he has said that in his Jamhuri speech, Nairobi Governor Sakaja has revealed that the county will be honoring artists by renaming city roads after them. For instance, he said a road in South Sea Estate will be named after rapper Issa Mari Wangui, better known as Issa, who died in March 16, 2003 at the age of 21.
Jesus. Such a child.
Nilikuwa nimebakisha how many months nizaliwa? March ni mwezi wangapi? Wa 3. 7 months. Can you imagine? I never even got to know. So the governor has said that he will rename cities after the meaning.
You know, Issa, and I talked about it.
Yes.
There's this person, anaitwa Tezi. El Tezi is a musician. In fact, ako based huku Kitengela. Ni musician. And since you're as Johnny Ria Bebe, I don't know a little brand, but I know him as Daisy. I know him akiwa pale as a struggling artist, as a starving artist pale chini, as we are trying to do stuff. And niliambia kuhusu Issa vizuri because huyu ni mtu ambaye alikuwa akiwa talent show akiwa mtu mdogo akija na ska project, and anajua Issa vizuri, anajua all these people vizuri. And he told me the story of Issa. It was a young boy when alifanya industry of music, Gengeton. And before we know what is Gengeton, that guy was doing stuff. I don't know some of his things. Most, but that guy was everything. Some people used to say, of which you only hear say we don't know, that Nameless. It is Nameless no I sacrificed him, no achukue whatever I must Nameless did well because they used to be like together all the time. And when see that accident happened alikuwa pamoja, I don't know kitu kama hiyo. And what people talk
venye napenda Nameless hapo naweza mtetea. That is the
I don't know mzaliwa sio nataka kuongea kuhusu sawa aje.
Okay, siko mzaliwa.
So tulia.
But so Nameless looks just as good as I can't remember.
You know me well, it is your kwenda.
Freedom of speech.
Kidogo niambie tu bendi mangoma za Kenya. No, that's kidogo niambie kwenda. It's not, I love Kenyan music.
Me too.
I love Nyashinski, napenda Bien.
Mimi napenda Nameless, napenda Nyashinski wote.
Nyashinski is just something else, yeah?
Those guys are from another level, you know? Like kleptomaniac, wale watu. Yeah, kleptomaniac.
So now it's going to start naming streets.
Yeah.
Ni streets gani ndo Nyashinski basi? Ama the only dead artists?
I think the only dead ones. So apparently from the street yenye mtu anatoka. Issa hailed from South Sea. So one of those estates.
Oh, nitume kuja kupate hizo ngoma zake.
Yeah.
Na.
Good.
Yeah, those kind of songs.
So ata name an estate in South Sea after Issa. So Calligraph Jones ni wapi?
Kayole.
So tuseme sasa Kayole itatolewa from the name Kayole kwa.
No. I know Ijango Jones. Jones, what is that?
Jones Street. Because it's great. See, we have Lavington. Lavington is the name of a person.
You know what? Yeah. No. What's it back to Kayole?
Sakaja, I support you. That you don't support. It's all funny support like
I know.
Okay, now.
It is kama Nadia ametoka Rede Mukami.
Nadia. Nadia ni wa Kenya. Just kidding. Yeah, Nadia ametoka.
Ouch. I swear to God that was cold. What? Sisi Nadia mpaka amejishuku kama alikuwa anakuangalia kwa like, what bro? Umefanyia nini? So Nadia ambaye hatujui ni wapi. Ametoka wapi though?
Hadi message.
So street yanza kutoka Mukami?
Yeah, it's Nadia Mukami from where?
Kama ni since kito Nyamari. Yeah. No.
Kama ni
Isa is better, but ngoja. Nyaka kamtama ni the entire place wewe ako kamtaa South Sea.
Okay, Zulfa from hapa karibu acha nisiseme ngojewe. So, tunaona hapo ako ka estate. Hapo ka estate. Kaitwa Zulfa.
No.
Nini? Si kuna Jomo Kenyatta highway. Sasa mbona
in fact yaje kuja Jomo Kenyatta. Itwe Kenya highway, Kenya highway done. Because no,
it is good to remember our heroes with and our artists and those great people. If not that,
okay, I think but okay, it's good it is being done because the family of Isa, they lost their son at a very young age. Of which najua by then kwa mashasema tushamlose. Najua kitambo kiingia into music ulikuwa ushapotea.
Yeah.
But they really lost him when he died.
Yeah.
Walikuwa shamlose into music and nini stuff. But that now makes him, the family will feel like better. But maybe wa choose majina ambayo atizi ko better, si eti wewe usikia Jones naenda Jones hiyo yole sasa ni Jones. What is that? Timothy that Timothy that what is that?
Unajua mtu akolgeto akozile za
Nikapa Timothy that
niko Jones.
What is that?
Jones iko Kenya. Yeah, oyole.
And kulikuwa kunaitagwa no. So okay, yeah. Back to Sakaja. Akasema 20,000 news were get employed.
Is that even true? Because okay, maybe
get into that. Sijui kama kuna point kama hiyo. 20,000 may have been employed. Ebu sema were get employed wapi?
Okay, according to Sakaja, those who have been employed are literally more than what he or the counts, because he was like more than 20,000. So how do you say that? And then Gen Z when walikuwa kwa barabara
walikuwa like 100,000.
Yeah, because tukianza kusummarize everything that
20,000 walikuwa wapi?
Tukianza calculate everything that Sakaja said. I don't know if the producer can put us that part. Nani akisema count the people that were being counted. How tukiwa count siji kama wanaweza fika even a million, because it's like they are dentists. I don't know, 15,000.
No, 50,000.
50,000.
Wame graduates, 400 nurses, something 200 doctors or stuff.
Like sasa na hao wenye walikuwa kwa barabara walikuwa wametoka wapi? You can't tell me at how ni.
There's something that was happening yesterday about that point, yeah. Inaitwa unajua kitambo venye kulikuwa kazi mtaani.
Yeah.
Sijui inaitwa kazi majuu ama inaitwa kazi nini? Inaitwa kazi kitu.
Yeah.
And yesterday kuna watu kwenda Qatar. Yesterday there was something that was happening about that. The last governor of Machakos, Dr. Alfred Mutua, alinuni amekristoja ndo wa nje.
Alikuwa wa nje.
Ndo kwa baka sasa ndo wa nje.
Alirudishwa.
Yes.
It was long.
Ni internal or external or something. So no, affairs, international affairs. So amecreated ndo kazi sasa. Ni kazi njama, ni kazi majua ama ni kazi kitu.
Ni kazi mayolo tuweke tu hiyo.
Yes. And there are people that sijua ni wangapi walikuwa wanaenda jana. Eti kuna opportunities huko nje. I'm like, if a matisha anaenda kuosha bado nguo huko Qatar.
Yeah, you with your skills, put your skills in your pocket, my dear.
Then basi situaanze kwa CBC waeke a class ambayo inaitwa laundry and stuff, housework and kitu.
Okay, mtoto wako akuenda nini? Akuenda shule na sabuni na karai?
I don't know.
Yeah, they were going with the soap, water and the dirtiest, hata kama wataambiwa waende wachafue nguo, the dirtiest clothes walikuwa nazo. Yeah, because I remember one of my cousins was like, tumeitisha sabuni, maji, sabuni, I think the school provided water, karai, na nguo chafu. Twende tukafue. Haya, the next time kitungu, nyanya, sufuria, na sahani. twende tukapike. So I think the government is preparing our small children
to be maids and to go wash laundry.
Ouch, that's harsh, but yeah, it's
to go and cook for Arabs.
Yeah, to go and cook for Arabs.
But at the same time I'm going to be like bado hebu nikuulize, uko huku Kenya, si ndio? Na umesomea daktari na ikusaidii na upate chance ya you have student zile za help. Uko na loans unafaa kulipa, and then upate the opportunity ya kwenda huko Qatar. Umeorganiziwa na gava ya kwenda huko, maybe you go work in a hotel or you go become a maid, but that thing is going to help you and your family. Is it a good opportunity? Would you take that chance?
Okay, tuseme you have a low paying job na hiyo inakupea
hauna kazi, umesomea daktari, uko na loan, mamako aliuza mbuzi zote, and then now the government says kuna hiyo opportunity unaenda Qatar upate kazi fulani huko, hata matunio ya kuoshia watu nguo, but at least it's at least, yeah, as long as I get upeleke. Unajua ukiangalia kwa videos fulani zinakuwa kuona ile za venye mademo atasekea huko. Now if the government is like, we are going to make sure that you guys are protected, we are going to make sure that you guys are well taken care of, and the government of Kenya make sure that mali you're placed, you're going to be safe, would you take that chance?
Yeah,
instead of kuko Kenya tu uko tu hivyo unaandamana?
Yeah, I will take the chance because to me I usually say without money you will be seen as nobody, so better have money and wakikuona kama mtu, at least you can you are utegemei mtu, be yourself. Yeah, because right now the most friendless person is the penniless one. Yeah, the most friendless. And
it's so sad. So naona producer anataka kucheza hiyo stuff, but let us continue talking, atatuambia akiweka. So by the way, it is true. There's a thing that my cousin sent me yesterday. Kwa group ya makuzo. Ile group ambayo umeweka tu just. Akina wasikuwa niangalia sana. Sawa? As I talk bad stuff about that. And make a group and keep tabs on each other, not because that you care, not because that you care about each other. The rich ones, our shikisimu of the honor, the poor ones. Una get? And then the poor ones, because unajua wewe ukimpigia simu hata shika. You know, there's a cousin of mine tuliongea na yeye. She lost her mom, and I called her. In fact, I was just here studio, and I called her because I couldn't make to that funeral. And I told her what happened between us. Used to be like best of friends. How comes that we don't talk now? You know? And she was like, unajua vile ulikuwa famous ulianza, maybe mimi niliona maybe utakuwa na attitude. And I'm like, seriously? And then she asked me, wewe ulipigianga? Niko like, vile ulielewa na bwanako kwa pesa nyingi ndio na wewe utakuwa na attitude. Unaona hiyo ujinga ambao tuko nayo? Money. The issue here is money, and the thing is, ewe kama una do man, that's why unapata mayuso anafanya vitu ambayo si mzuri. Uko na desperation, and there's nothing else like a desperate man. In fact, right now is a desperate Gen Z. Sawa? The Gen Z akishakuwa desperate ni hivyo. Unaona? So it is really sad. Okay? So maybe if you get that opportunity to go outside, and the government is promising you safety, and you're going to be okay, maybe you should take that chance, because life is all about risking. Because unajua at least kuna okay, sawa fiti umefanya udaktari, but hakuna hiyo kazi. And yes, the government has failed you because they promised you that you go to school and get this, but haija happen. Unajua naambiagwa you're dealt with that hand, but unaweza kubali to get dealt with the other hand. So if an opportunity comes, take the risk. Take the risk.
This life, somebody once said, without risk, there is no bliss.
There is no bliss. Without risk, there is no
bliss.
Yes.
I think that is something I've created.
And you know, there's something in Ambiaga watu. I remember I was talking to someone, sawa, and nilikuwa naangalia videos fulani hapo za bungee jumping, because me I love bungee jumping a lot. Sawa? And I remember alikuwa like, na hiyo kamba ikienda ikatike, unaona? And I was like, it's something that you have to kubali.
Yeah.
You know, sindio?
Yeah.
Like, you know, the moment. Let me ask you one question, the easiest question right now. When you get in a relationship right now, is it a risk you're taking?
Yeah. Because by then you know.
We don't know if this person is going. What in fact it is right now. Ujue mwana mtu ambaye mtafanya kidogo akudunge kisu. Because excuse me tena kupiga. But excuse me tena kupiga tena kutusi. Is atakudunga kisu atakunyonga. Atakudosha kwa ukuta.
They tell you they don't bite.
Atakuchoma.
Yeah.
You don't know.
They don't bite but they stab.
Yeah. In fact today they stab. They kill.
Like that student mwenye aliuliwa. You can imagine. That is a young soul. Imeenda tu hivyo.
So take risks. That is what we're trying to say.
Yeah, take risks that are worth it.
Yes.
Do not just take risks because it is dangerous or because you want to.
Okay, you take risk kama ya unaongea kwa strangers car. Stranger ambaye ndio unaingia tu saa 9 ya usiku. Na that ni risk ambayo ni ujinga. Unaona sawa?
Hiyo nayo utakufa.
Ama ukweleke mbuni kunye rat nione vile rat inafanyaga. That is a risk. But if you get opportunity na government anasema hii kuna opportunity ya kwenda nje. Yes, uko disappointed because uliambiwa utapata and you're going to leave your family, you're going to leave your friends. And let me tell you, as a person mwenye amekuwa na people ambao wako pale nje, it's draining
and it's never easy.
It's 90% of the time you're fighting. No, it is not fight, it's because you miss each other. Hata kama it's your mom, it's your dad. They wako nje ambako hakuna watu it's not family. Unajua kama for example toke sasa unaishi Kisii. Ama wewe unaishi Meru.
Yes, mali sijui mtu.
It's hard.
Really.
And it gets lonely. Sawa?
Yeah.
So yes, you leave your family here, you'll go there, unashua depression na shock ya kuingia another place. By the time ujue hiyo mtaa, unaona, we are places I'm younger forever. Like right now, mimi ukiniambia nenda coast. Anywhere kama ama go to TZ.
Yeah.
Hapo naweza just take as well as Dar es Salaam ama Zanzibar. Sababu kuna oceans. Unaona?
Yeah.
But other places it is hard. Endelea uniambie kuhusu Sakaja amesemaje.
So Sakaja said that the ninis will be free, those stadiums will be free, and they are free, and he will check if there are more job opportunities can be added for the young ones to be so that they can reduce the current unemployment and the current shortage of manpower. You know, there are so many jobs out here, just that zingine zinataka ma connection, and the government can do that. See, let's say the government
okay, to assume they are trying.
Yeah.
They know that they went somewhere wrong and they are trying to correct it through CBC. Kila mtu akona skill yake kufanya hapa nje, but for now they are trying to correct it. Niambo vinaambiwa
do you know si siku moja tu government yamue iseme if make sure at least the manpower provided in this country.
Yes.
Kama ni developments, kama imeandika ikaitisha like for example the roads made by Chinese. Waseme the government ikuje seme jobs zi providiwe watu wa hiyo area. Kama ni Nairobi, watu wa Nairobi. Wakuje na watu kama wawili from China. Wakuje wawafunze. And wakiwafunza si wameshajua. They let them do the nini. So that at least wao watajua watapata the skills. Because we will not forever depend on the people outside. Hatutategemea watu nje forever. Haya zile manyumba zenye zinajengwa tusichukue contractors from Kenya. I'm sure that each county ikona contractors and each constituent ikona engineers. Let's go to that engineer tuweke posters to say we need people to construct the houses the government wants to construct. watafute engineers, contractors and workers. Each constituency. Do you know that will reduce the nini? Because kama tunaambiwa ni 3,000 houses. Do you know watu wenye watakuwa employed kila mahali?
Do you know, I said the same thing. It's not the same thing. We were discussing some hosts, some guests another day, and I was like, what if ukuende Voi? Sinde Voi kuna mayouth. What is from Voi? Tunajua Sisal.
Yeah.
In Voi, that is the cash crop huko.
Yeah.
Tata Taveta. Yeah, but ni huko tu. Uchukue sasa kwa Sisal uandike like 20,000 youths from there. Waingie into that. Waingie hapo.
Yeah.
Sawa?
Yeah.
Aya, ukuja Devik, the river. Kuna companies ngapi?
Mingi.
In fact, because the river is an industrial area.
Yeah.
Uandike like 50,000 youths into those companies, kila moja 10. Unawatoa kwa streets. Ukuje Kitengela, uende Kajiado County. What is in Kajiado County? Ni maziwa. Indoka huko Kajiado County. What is what? Create a dairy nini hapa ya kutengeneza maziwa, pasteurized milk and stuff. Andika huko. Sawa, nenda Meru. Ni jabe na huko. Okay, what can we do hapa nini? Tunaandika youth huko. Twende Mwea. Ni mchele huko. Yeah, hivyo. You know, with what we have there for now as we solve our issues.
So if that can be done, then as a country tutakuwa mbele. You know that. Do you know that in China, it is supposedly said that ukiwa primary ndio unafunzwa hadi kutengeneza simu. These phones that we use are made by
some Bluetooth speakers
are made by primary school students. Like unapata
like an art project.
Yeah, like hii class ya art yenye sisi tuna model tu nyumba
na matope ya clay. Hata si ile the right nini loom soil ambao mwanani mwagilia loom soil pale alafu mje.
You can imagine sasa tukitumia hiyo kuna mwingine hiyo saa anatengeneza simu na hiyo simu huko ikitolewa huko itatolewa kama kitu haina imetengenezwa na mtoto iko na malfunction and all that. Lakini tukiuziwa huku 20,000. You can just imagine that. Mko hapo. So if Kenya we would change as a country, we would change our way of thinking. Sometimes there is this certain movie I watched ilitoka juzi. We are told we have to get lost to find the way. So you have to get lost to find the way.
And there's always another way.
Yeah, there is always another way. So if we think outside the box, do you know, like or if not outside the box, sometimes tuache kufikiria outside the box sana, because we have even finished the surrounding. Chenye kiko outside the box tumemaliza. Sasa turudi hapa kwa box.
Unajua is one thing.
Tuone Zulfa what the box has to offer. Because tumeangalia outside the box sana mpaka tunaona space. Now let's come to the box and see, okay, this is our box. What does it have to offer? What can we get from it? No. Yeah, instead of just going not knowing where we are going, let's get lost inside the box, and then we can know if we'll find something useful or something meaningful. Yeah.
Unajua there's a certain way of things that people are told that they should do things. Like you should be married at 25. Sawa, as a woman. And as a man, by that unafaa umeshajenga uko na nini, si ndio? And yani unapata there's a certain way imekwa ni kama that is the only way.
Yeah.
That is the only way. I was talking to my mom, so and we were talking about my young sister, so she loves beauty, like beauty.
Yeah.
Unaona? So much beauty. And my mom was like, unakuja hata usichukua vitabu usome. Unaona? Unakuja kula beauty. Sawa?
Yeah.
And I was like, "Mom, unaona? Seriously, mpaka sasa uko hapo." Uko like, akaniambia, "You know that you want to hivyo because let me tell you, it's not that way." Sawa? Like because that beauty inaweza kuja kumpea pesa baadaye. Nimeongea because that is kila mzazi anafaa kusema hivyo. Yeah. Akaniambia mwenyewe anasema hivyo. Nimeongea because my mom told me that. Maybe her mom told her that, unaona? But that is not the only way. It is because tomorrow, I'm not saying what should not go to school. Sawa, but ukiona si lazima uende high school, unaenda an artisan course. Enter to that artisan course. For real, gain a skill. Bila kuna jawa ribu school fees ya 4 years and then utoke when ufanye something else, you know. But if you know you are not meant for this, and ufanye a beauty, an artisan thing, cultivate colleges. Unajua hivyo? TVET zina nini? Wamesema watakuwa wana recognize people with talents, people with anything. Sawa? Continue.
So when time gets to that point that you say, even as parents, you should know that you should sit down with your kids. Muulize, umepata hii. Unaona ukiendelea na high school
ama tukupeleke tufanye kitu kingine.
Learn as a parent, you should know when your child needs something.
And yes,
we are told God does not give you everything that you want. He gives you what you need, what you deserve. So as a parent, jifunze tu kukaa chini unamuuliza unaeleaje, masomo inakupeleka aje. You see, and ukifika hapo atakuja akishindwa na hii akwambie, you know what mother, you know what dad, instead ya kwenda hivi si mnilipie hii, I think within a short while, 3 or 2.5 years, I'll get this skill, I might get a job because hapa naona tukiari
I can employ myself.
Yeah,
umesema hivyo, it is true. There's a classmate of mine.
Yeah.
He was the head boy and I was the head girl. Sawa. Akwaga mjanja. In fact, I think he became the head boy because he was talented kwa hizo games and stuff. Sawa. So when alimaliza class 8, babake wakaenda wakacha mzenyewe Ken. Hapa ndio unapata max 65.
Yeah. 65.
No, I'm just joking. Sawa. Unaona? Sawa. Kuna haja kweli nikupeleke high school. Akasema no, nipeleke nijue kuendesha tractor. Zile tractors zile za excavators.
Yeah.
Let me tell you right now, he has a Range Rover.
Yeah.
Sisi tulikuwa shule hivi 4 years. Enda mwaka mmoja na akakuja akapata kazi Tanzania ya sijui ni wazungu.
Yeah.
Right now that guy tunaongea like anakuwa like ni Zulfam gani? Unaona?
Yeah.
That Ken. And generally inaitwa Ken. So maybe as umesema, as parents we should be like, ngoja, my dear, let us sit down, learn to sit down with your children. Si ndio? So Sakaja amesema kama una talent wewe hapa Kenya wahame. Si ndio?
Hapa Kenya
we have no place for you here.
So as I was saying, so upate at least, and one thing we should have is closure with our, not closure, I mean
closeness, openness and closeness. Yeah.
Be close with your children. Jujue, okay, one thing about me and my mother, she cared about what I got and how I learned. Yeah, stop caring about what children get more than what they learn.
Grades.
Yeah,
I remember even my dad was like, and I remember nikitaka kumwambia like sawa. I had like after class 8 after your KCP, I had like 3-1 KC your stuff, and my dad was like, sababu eti kuna mkidi neiba amepata 3-3. No, I don't want 3-3. I think he had like 370 kitu, and because I was in a boarding school na alikuwa si wa boarding school, my dad was like, I'm a could defeat, and I'm like, why? Because it anajali sana kuhusu hii kitu than me.
The grade more than
Anasema mbona ulikuwa na day school na wewe ulikuwa boarding school all your life, you had hakuna mali ulikuwa unachukua tioshe vyombo ufanye nini, sawa? So why unaona? And I was like, Dad, seriously, when you go to high school anda kukuja ongea mbele watu wako like physics alikuwa na A, lakini nimemwambia sana next time akwa na A+, unaona?
Yeah,
una get?
Yeah, I get that.
And now when akaja anasema hivyo, anasema eti if you don't have a talent, TikTok and YouTube. No, tell people to acquire skills. Let schools teach us how to acquire skills. Naona pale muda unatupea visogo. So yes, what I can say is dear viewers, if you have any advertisement that you want to do with us, you want us to partner with you, there's a number up on screen. Please nenda double tap. TikTok imesha niingiza kama umeshika TikTok. Nenda double tap kwenye screen yetu. Okay, nenda achukua namba, kuna namba pale imeandikwa pale, and use that number to communicate with Kenya News Alert team, and mtaongea, we shall know how mtaongea, msikizane what you want to be advertised, where it is and stuff. But we are here to advertise you, sawa? So what we are going to say is goodbye. Tomorrow we shall be here early in the morning with morning tea show, and I've been your host, House of Zulfa, in Kenya News Alert, and I had a guest today. What is your name? I should tell them bye-bye.
My name is Lewis Philip, and it was nice being with you. Do have a good evening. And one more thing, we also do live coverage. So in case you have an event that you want it to be broadcasted live, just holler us. Yeah.
Give them some advice. Wape advice when you kuingia TikTok na kushake you.
Okay, si lazima uko unajua kuingia TikTok. There is this nini, there are so many things you can do hata kama hauna talent. Like for example, you can just chukua simu, Facebook ukipita unasikia I can edit a name. Ingia tu kwa simu, uangalie name edits, and yeah, you can edit someone's name. Now that is a 10 bob per name. 10 bob. Yeah. As I was saying, you can edit name and get paid. Like
edit your name aje?
Unaiweka like for example your name is Zulfa. Naiandika in beautiful colors, na naiweka background beautiful. And that one is 10 bob per name. You know, if you edit 20.
Hiyo job unapata wapi?
See, it is just an app that you download on your phone. You edit, unaambia mtu, yeah, and you can.
Okay.
Squeeze si kila kitu na nini.
Okay, so that is another job for you viewers. I use mko pale nje phones. So bwana producer,
I think ametoka kidogo.
Okay.
So as we go on, viewers, we will as we wait for our producer
to come back.
Yeah. So Zulfa, can I ask you something? What do you think about there are these stories that have started to surface about the Anunnaki? Have you ever heard of the Anunnaki?
Of course I have.
So do you believe in those beings?
In the Anunnaki?
Yeah.
Believe when you say believe.
Okay, the Anunnaki are believed to be aliens that supposedly created the universe. Now those people who believe in the Anunnaki, they do not believe in God. They believe that the Anunnaki created the world. The Anunnaki also created the Egyptians and the pharaohs. So it was like just the way they believe that the pillars were built by the Anunnakis and giants. So
yeah, I researched something about that.
Yeah.
And they said yes. So our producer is back, and and hapo ndo muda umeshatupa kisogo, tunataka kuaga. Tupatane kesho asubuhi.
Yeah, it will be a beautiful morning. We'll talk about
we shall attack more.
Okay, I will not say attack. I will not say attack. To me, it will be just it will be a friendly
attack. No, tuna tackle attacking. Sivyo unafikiria?
Tackle. Because it is said it takes two to tango. So we will bring in the tango dance with the president and what he has said and why he has very, very highly escaped the job increasement subject. Why people will not get jobs from the government, and what are your thoughts? We'd like you to leave your thoughts in the comments, and yeah, we'll see about that.
Okay, so goodbye. Let us see you tomorrow. Hello, good morning this beautiful Saturday morning. I'm your host, House of Zulfa, and this is Kenya News Alert Morning Tea. Yes, so jana ilikuwa Jamhuri, and I hope you guys had a really good Jamhuri day. Now I have a guest today with me. I'll be bringing guests every day. This one particular guest, yeah. so let him introduce himself.
Hello everyone, I'm Lewis Philip. As always, I'm always happy to be here with you.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Again.
Thank you. And
yes.
Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah. How was the long night? To me, mine was long.
Was long, yeah.
Yeah.
Mine wasn't long. It was actually short and sweet.
Oh yeah. Short and sweet.
Yes.
As they all are.
They are. I love my duvet. I don't know. Nifanya kama yule mdada ambaye leo duvet yake ama you know.
Yeah. Mkianza kuoa duvet sasa sisi tutaoa nini? I think I'll have to marry something that does not keep me in bed. So I know I'll marry a fridge. At least nikwe
food.
Nikwe na chakula ya kutosha.
That is wise. Now that is wise.
Very.
By if I could marry, I would marry like the beach. Sawa. And the beach Mali Jericho Rosales ametoka. Sawa. Now let us get to the topic. So yesterday was Jamhuri. Tukasema tapika chabo, but we didn't.
By the way,
what happened? Wewe ulifika ukadoze na mimi ukaenda room na mimi nikashughulika. Okay. Yeah. So the thing is our president, a lot of people spoke. Yeah. Our president spoke too. Sawa. He talked about some things. Ambazo I want us today tuzichambue.
Yeah.
Vizuri.
Yeah.
Pole pole. Atungeongelea jana.
Yeah.
But right now we want tuzichambue. Si ndio?
Yes.
So, tell me. Did you listen to that speech?
Yeah, I listened to it.
Now, point to point. We want to go point to point. We have like a whole hour.
Yeah.
Sawa?
Yeah. Before I start my speech, let me just make this declaration. Mr. President, I'm 2% supporting that. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's say at least 30%. Yeah, because it might not be that correct, all of it. You know, not everything will be like fair and all that kind of stuff. So I'll support you at 2%, and at 30% that is, because some of the things that you said are true. Others I don't know. Others I'm still following up. And the comments that the Kenyans are giving are quite not what we expect. And most of the Kenyans are like, is this true? I doubt it. oh no, this and that. So
do you know let me tell you something.
Yes.
There's a thing I usually take everything literally this way, like take it as a relationship. Sawa?
Yeah.
Now to assume ushajua chali yako kudanganya madem wako kudanganya, they are not honest.
Yeah.
So the moment anabonga uko like where am I any friend of yours?
Yeah.
Sawa?
Yeah.
People are they'll take like with a little bit of salt. Sindio?
Yeah.
So Kenyans are not reacting to it like really good.
No, they're like did you see that others were locked outside and they were like, why is there social classes? There were empty seats. But some Kenyans were like they did not sit where not even if they should not sit near the president. They should sit at a distance where they can see the president. Others were outside, others were seated down.
Why kwani hakuna viti hapo kwa uhuru nini?
There are so many.
So hawafai kulia ama
I don't know the social classes, and others were so mad and yeah, so everyone, like yesterday there were people of all caliber, of all classes and of all kind of craziness. This is Kenya, so some things are not a surprise to us. Yeah. So the president's speech was quite moving, if I may say. It was quite touchy, and he made some points that we expected, and some he ignored, and all that as Kenyans we got it, and yeah, we are still seeing if what he said is all true.
Okay, so let me ask you something. Yes. He spoke, sindio?
Yes, he did.
And it was like I want us to go to everything. I want us to know every detail. He spoke, he said what he said. I think when you're like a politician, you should have like really thick skin, because not everyone is there to penda you. Sawa? And they are here like to criticize everything you're doing. Sawa, kuna wale ambao watakupenda sawa, but most of them will be like unaona? Atutaki what you're saying, sindio? So I want us to get to like now the speech itself. The speech, and let us go from detail to detail. Sindio? Let us go to detail. Now I want you to tell me. He spoke about food. Sakaja discuss jana Sakaja. Alianza na chakula kwanza, sindio? Akasema kuhusu nini chakula?
Okay, about
chakula is not food. How youths we can employ ourselves through talents, sindio? But unapata tunasema not all of us wako na nini, wako na talents, and now if you don't have talents, what do you do?
Okay, so about the food, this is what he said, and I quote, farmers have brought more land under cultivation and produced much more per acre than before, thanks to the timely availability of subsidized inputs and extension services. Agro-industries have more raw materials, and value addition is on the rise. The agro-industrial sector is also creating more jobs each year as we gear up to compete in various export markets driven by expanding intra-Africa trade. Trade opportunities in the European Union and United Kingdom markets, and our growing competitiveness in global markets. So due to the food security, that's true, it has been there, and we have seen it since his reign. We can say that some of the jobs are being created from the agro industries and from the farming and all that kind of stuff. So we say that it is true, partly. Let's say
now let me ask you a question. Yes, nataka nikaribisha mic vizuri unisikie vizuri ya. Now let me ask you a question. For real tumefuatilia kama issue ya chakula. Sasa unga umepungua bei. Si ndio? Alisema atapenda fertilizer. Yes, it was sold. Yes, it was sold. Yes, but iliuzwa kwa bei ya chini ambayo people can afford, and Yes. They did what? They bought it and they planned it.
Yeah.
Sindio?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what else happened? Yeah. So, chakula 2022 ilikuwa imetoka gunia ndogo, na maana chakula kilikuwa very 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 expensive. That is true. Sindio?
Yeah.
And people were talking about it, and people were like sawa, hiyo chakula ni pesa nyingi, hiyo unga ni pesa nyingi, sindio?
Yeah.
And now after that I remember since chakula kimekuwa 67 million gunias, sindio? Na people are getting employed kwa hizo companies, sindio? Okay, not everyone, because obviously ni pole pole. Yes, everyone should have a job in their own country. Sindio? But the thing is it takes time kufika pale. Tunaona kidogo. Yes, kuna vitu zilipromisiwa. Yes, kuna vitu zinaenda vibaya, but tunaenda step by step. Tuende kwa food kwanza. To start na food. Food ikoaje sahi?
According to the president's statistics, and I quote, food is now more accessible to households than before. And as I stated in the State of the Nation address, our country now boasts substantial national food stocks: 95 million 50 kg bags of maize, 9 million bags of beans, 10 million bags of wheat, and 2 million bags of rice. Step by step, we are building a food secure Kenya where every family can afford and access a meal. So with that in mind, is it like realistic? Because still in Wajir they are still starving. In Kenya they are still not in Kenya, even in Nairobi there are still families, no food, no job, and they can't even get lists. So if this is what the president is trying to say, then he should consider the whole of Kenya, not just the statistics of the rich. Or because yes, maybe this one might be let's say here in Nairobi or in Kiambu or in Nyeri, but what about in Garissa? Do you know those people are like forgotten? We should consider them too. Yeah, so some of these the food security iko sawa, yeah, but not everyone is getting their daily meal. There is someone who stays 2 to 3 days without food. So yeah, it's all for to you.
So the thing is, it is step by step.
Yeah,
it is step by step. We can't expect that everything will be perfect once. Nilisema ni miaka miwili tangu urais achukue. Only 2 years of correcting a lot of things. Sindio? Only 2 years. So we must give him a chance to try and do it. Sawa? Yes, we are unemployed. But nilisema jana, as I said yesterday, nilisema ukipata chance, yes, umesoma udaktari, but if you get a chance to go out there and the government is providing that for you to go out there and work, you should take that chance. Because at the end of the day, the money we are looking at, sindio? Now let us look at kila kitu kidogo. Tuweke salt, tuweke sukari. Chakula kilikuwa very expensive, and saizi at least unga ni 120, so at least kuna ka stabilizing kidogo, sindio? Mboga unapata at least, kitunguu kuna wakati kidogo kimepotea sana. Saizi wewe kimeregea kiko at least, sindio? Now the thing is, why don't we like give it a chance? Pole pole. Yes, unasikia Kenyans walikuwa wamejam sana. Sana. Na Murima, you know the thing is, yesterday kwa sema, we want to know what if he address the Murima, but before we get to that, nataka tuchambue all he said, what he said, you know, tuchambue kidogo, sindio? So food iko fiti sahi. Food iko fiti, sindio? So that is a tick, sindio? Now let us go to employment. Read me the points of employment.
Okay. In employment, the president urged the Kenyans to, for example, okay, as yeah, okay, he urged the Kenyans to look for skills and to learn something and learn to employ themselves, because in every place there are Wi-Fi's, so online jobs are they are out there And he urged them, because in his statement in the Wi-Fi sector, he said, the bottom-up economy, and I quote, the bottom-up economic transformation agenda prioritizes digital transformation as a cornerstone in inclusive economic growth. This is why we are undertaking an ambitious expansion of our national digital infrastructure by deploying a fiber optic network to connect over 74,000 public institutions and establish 25,000 public Wi-Fi hotspots, because digital transformation is a critical enabler in creating opportunities across all sectors.
Okay.
Yeah, so with that, everyone has an opportunity to make something, and then by their skill, they can use the digital market to the digital network to market what they are making. Like if for example there are people who do crotchets, si lazima ukuwe na bundles ndio post. So with the Wi-Fi, the 25,000 the alleged 25,000, you can be posting them, you know, everywhere, like and then by then mtu ataona, wow, you do a great work, atakuja kununua, you know. But
let me ask, tumesema una post ni 25,000?
No, the Wi-Fi's across the country are
25 zinawekwa upande, tuko kama in the country in Asia, inaitwa Indonesia. Indonesia, kitambo, that was 2017. I remember I had a friend who was living huko, and they told me that everywhere kuna Wi-Fi. Like everywhere, you don't need every place you stand. Hata uende sisi kwa fore,
kuna
Wi-Fi.
Wow.
Sawa? Yeah. So that is what they are planning on doing. But like we have free net. Now see what I get hacked. If what I draw information, because when you're online all the time, they know where you are all the time. So yeah. But it is good. Sawa? It is good.
Yeah.
For us the people, because sawa, tulisema jana Sakaja alisema kila mtu akuwe na nini na skills, kila mtu akuwe na talent, sawa. But let me tell you, what if your skill is kama vile nimesema, I told you I have a friend of mine who sells ako TikTok, by the way. And TikTok is, nimeona nikafanya research yangu, and TikTok, and I've talked to people and they're like TikTok is good. Now we say that the hand that you are dealt right now na venye our fathers, unapata sisi kwa government ama kwa every job ni watu wazee, and they are like, we want experience. Now if you don't have a talent, how can you use social media? And I was like, I told this person Wanduthi, aliniambia, do you know what I do? Mimi naenda huko naongea naeka venye nabeba watu service ni mtu nikimbeba namwambia, can I take like a video with you, niseme I deliver this thing to you. See why any balls company ama any global company ama anything, he's just yeye tu. Unaona, and anatumia TikTok na watu wamependa namba yake na kuna clients, hata mtu anaambia mtu au mtuma mbali sana. Unaona, so what am I saying? If si lazima ukuwe na talent ndo utumie social media, you can post what you do. Na katakataka sukuma, unaingia live time, kama unafungua kibanda saa 10, unaingia live from saa 10 to 5. Na ni kwa watu they just use kukatain sukuma, you know. So mtu anajua ngoja nitaka sukuma mzuri, lena zile sukuma ni nini? Ni green huko. Okay, you're in a hotel, sawa? There you go live from there. But then I used to kuna siku nilikuwa naingia live with this person na ako Dodoma, sawa? Na anapika mahamri na ananiambia I usually go live. Amenunua kama ife kadogo. I go live siku mzima. Na I set my phone there and I'm cooking and I receive orders hapo kwa live. Nitumia place flani hapo na asita kuna hotel fancy. So that is creating employments for ourselves. And the social media and the government is saying they're going to put iso Wi-Fi places. That is good. I continue. Okay,
in still that point, he still said, in other words, an addition 20 million Kenyans are being prepared for high productivity in the digital economy. We have also adapted the integration of creative industry courses into technical and vocational colleges as a reliable mechanism to build a skilled workforce. So the president, I think for the time being, I can say he's doing a great job, because right now manual workers are being overtaken by robots and AIs, you know. watu wa kufikiria saizi hawatakikani. We only need people who work through the internet.
Yes.
And creating a network, mechanized built skilled network, that one is something that, let's say, it will stay for a while without being replaceable. You know, everyone will be like, now they know something, you know, they know how to software, they know how to hack and all that kind of stuff. So with that, the lack of jobs might reduce. If this if what the government is saying, then let's give it 1 to 2 years, then we will see, because right now in Asema, like around 1 million people have been employed by the houses, by the the 20 million citizens have been employed by these ICT things. So speaking of jobs, another thing the president said is that their houses, he created 1 million jobs for the houses. That I think around 30,000 houses are being constructed, and some of the houses are even done building, and they are ready for the Kenyans to get. So with that, we know that the affordable houses are now ready, and but one thing is that I don't think they are that affordable, because kama ni za mtu mwenye anafanya kazi na mwenye afanyi kazi, mwenye afanyi kwa kampuni, you know, like because for example mimi huwa nalipay your affordable housing, yeah, and it's like they're like, I will pay. Sasa nikiretire, si hiyo pesa itakuwa imetosha kwenda kwa nini to get my own house. Can you imagine sasa mtu mwenye anafanya ajafika hiyo part ya kulipa, anafanya low farming, atuseme tu mkulima kawaida, unataka kusema that person will never get a chance to live in that house?
You know, there's that person will never get, unless they change the system of paying for that house. Ama they make it, there's a way that you can pay for that house. Unaona? Maybe now from there some people will have to enjoy that, and some others maybe they'll find another solution to do that. You know, talking about that, I want to know, did the president address the issue of Gachagwa's impeachment?
Okay, he said that he will deal with his naysayers. He wants to prove his people wrong. So right now, as we know, that one of his naysayers is the deputy president. Though I did not listen to the whole speech, I just got the important ones. I was like, okay, I think he still addressed it, but in part of it, which we will check out.
We'll check it, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, so with that, the government said that he will try to work in union with all its stakeholders and all his people as Kenyans. And as a Kenyan, the president urged that everyone around should give him time, you know. As I said the other day, ruling is not easy. Ask anybody who has ever been a prefect in high school, not even in primary. Primary, ukisumbuliwa unapeleka mtu kwa mwalimu. In high school, not just a prefect, even the head boys, they can tell you ruling is not easy.
Okay, so what we can say is, our president Sai, sawa, with all his shortcomings and with all the things that we know, that we are like, see, this happened and that happened and this happened and that happened, sindio?
Yeah.
So kuna vitu ambavyo tunaona, kuna chances ambazo tunaona tunapewa by the government, sindio? To try and work, to try and do something for us, sindio? For ourselves. And these opportunities have been created, and what we can do is use them. Kama ya Wi-Fi is sawa, watu wako like tuko njaa, hakuna majob, but of which kuna maswali fulani naweza uliza. Unajua kuna watu ambao hawana masimu, sindio? Kuna watu ambao hawana social media. Aya, nasema bado people wameka chances za kupata simu easy. Kuna lipa mdogo mdogo, kuna M-Kopa services. People are getting a smartphone with 1,000. Then you pay like 30 bob, you pay like 50 bob, you pay. So maybe maybe if we use these chances of using social media, of using every chance we can get. Now, jobs go online, by the way. Do you know that? I think we change now. Saizi nasema tukubali venye unajua naambiangwa unaangalia situation venye iko. Sawa, angalia your situation. Now usianze kulia, because this blame game and this complaining, we will not go far. We will not. Let us use the chances that we have right now. Tukubali venye okay, sawa, fiti, as I've said, nilisomea udaktari, nilikuwa pesa nyingi. But this job napata na kufanya survey online. Do you know I did survey, by the way?
You did survey?
I had like this friend of mine alipataga survey last August. Survey for 3 months, and it was a lot of money because every question you answered it for 50 bob. Question moja 50 bob.
Wow.
Question more and I did that, and I had nililipa rent evo, and I did stuff.
Wow.
You know, before I came to work here, before I got a job here, you know. And that is not what I've done. That is not that is not what I've studied. That is not what I've done. But you have to accept. Fiti umesome walimu na kuna job walimu. But kuna job unapata hapa online. Kama yenye usema sijui unaweka jina una sijui whatever. Accept that. Sindio?
So what you have said is true, because sometimes you are told learn to improvise, you know. Not everyone has a smartphone, and if not everyone has a smartphone, there are those for M-Kopa. You can take a smartphone and be paying slowly, and with that, if you take a smartphone, just know that you'll have money to pay it, because ukikosa kulipia sinafungwa tu. Anyway, and another thing the president implied is that we should be optimism. We should be optimistic on his grounds. And I quote: "It is confidence based on understanding, hope built on truth, and optimism that stands on facts. We must do all we can to maintain the essential character of our republic as an open and free democratic
we
society.
will have to work together. We'll have to accept. Let me ask you. Let me ask you something. Now, for example, now umefika place wewe, sawa? Where see you're doing political science. Sindio? Ukifanya sisi tunafanya political science, and maybe you come upate political, hakuna job. Because unajua kulizo wa job sasa. Kuna job ziko sisi si hizo. Sababu ni mababu wameandika huko. Mababu, unasema mababu, and when you go there they want like wanataka ukue na nini na inaitwaje? Na experience ya miaka 10. Na upate usoko home na umefanya political science una kazi. What do you do? Utasema sasa ama kuna chance ukuja mbona best yako, by the way, kuna chance fulani hapa ya job. What will you do? But people have egos out here. I had a friend by the other day from work. I met him. Tulifanya kupatana. He was my primary like upper desk mbele. And then we meet and we are like, it's like our faces never changed tangu tukue nini. He's like ni wewe. And I'm like, hata mimi I'm trying to know, is it you? His name is Brian, So big up Brian. He told me atakuwa naangalia all the time. Like unajua nilikuwa mbea bado nikiwa primary. It's like you got the right job ya kuongea because you loved that, you know na? So and he's like, I went to Masai Mara University, I did this course, you know, Nimjaka, and I did, you know them, and these big names, now what are you doing? And I'm like, maybe I can't do another job. I go for school for 6 years and I can't. No, I am here. And I'm like, Brio, do something else, you know. I'm like, no, unless niandigwe place flani. I was, but it's from a rich family, you know. Ako too fine. Get. But no. So you know, issue.
And another thing, I love you, Luz. I love you so much. Lakini your ego, trust me. As they say, Luz and ego. Anyway, if you get a job, hata kama umesomea course moja for 10 years, my dear, what is yours is yours. And
what is yours is yours. Let me tell you, what is yours is yours.
Do you know there is this character? Her name is Brandy. Brandy acted as Cinderella in
19 Brandy ule moja kuimba. Brandy, si Brandy, we know only one Brandy.
There is another Brandy. She's a lady. So she acted as Cinderella in 1997. And that role has waited for her for all those years. In 2024 there is this another movie is it this year or last year? There is this movie ilitoka inaitwa Descendants, The Rise of Red. That same Cinderella ameact as Cinderella and the one mwenye aliact as Prince Charming then wamekuwa tu wawili in this movie. So my point is, what is yours? And it is written in the stars. It is yours.
But that is true. That is true.
No matter how many shows, what kind of other job you get.
No matter who.
Yeah.
Just if it is yours, it is yours.
Knowing that yako inakuja. Because
but for now, you know, I told my sister-in-law yesterday. I told her, she was like, you know, me, I went to school, I did nursing, and mpaka says japata job, unaona. But right now she has got an opportunity to become like a stylist. Anajua naturally kusonga, you know. And namwambia wacha kwa ulifanya nursing fiti. If nikifenda hapa sahi, you will help me, you know. But for now, what can you do for now? What can you do? Nenda usonge. Ujui who you will come kusonga kesho. You don't know who you will come kusonga kesho. And maybe utakuja upate nini? Ngoja nicheke. I'm thinking about how Kenyans think. So, and Kenyans are like sijui ni ego ama ni pride ama ni nini, unaona. And nilimwambia, you don't know utakuja kusonga nani, ujui utakuja kusonga nani hapo. So if this is opportunity that you're getting, chukua, sawa, unaona. Nikamuuliza, for example, so your nurses walikuwa na, if you want jobs right now and you're a nurse and you can go like sijui eti wapi, so unaweza enda majua kwa like mimi siwezi. I'm like, wacha kukua hivyo, because this is tuko hapa at this moment. Na itabidi we make a lot of sacrifices. A lot. You know, as the president is doing what he's doing, as we give him a chance, because there are 3 years zimebaki. 3 years. Sindio zimebaki. Before like we know for sure. Sindio? For sure. Tusishoot kwanza before tujue. Si au?
Lakini hapa tushashoot. Let's just be real. Just be real, because here we know that unless we are at gunpoint, or unless the MPs who are saying at President arudi kwa 10 years warudishe your motion, here we know that he's not coming back. Let's not lie to ourselves. We all know he's not coming back. With what he did.
How do you know? So now you know that I'm not coming back. How do you know that I'm not coming back?
The Murima has neglected him. The Luas are not with him.
But he has like the entire parliament on his side.
Then the parliament is still okay. Half of it is not coming back. When you vote yes, our Rudy.
So unasema sasa ni Matiang'i anachukua. Ni Matiang'i anachukua. Unajua mimi president sijasema hivyo. Ni yule amesema.
President hadi yeye mwenyewe anajua chances yake ya kurudi ni 20 over 80. So akirudi I will salute you.
Okay, so he knows. So he knows like kama is there something you're taking, take it now. Because you're not coming back. Acha jokes.
Like, okay, it's politics, and we are told politics is you should not predict politics.
You should not predict politics.
Do you know
predict politics?
Yeah, we predict.
We do as Kenyans unajua.
Do you know the time during the last election ya Uhuru and Raila? That we were 100%, even more than 100.
My grandfather 300,000%.
My grandfather was like, Raila ndio anachukua.
No.
Raila ndio anachukua the second term, and he was
the second term.
Yeah, he was like, Raila ndio anachukua hii. And out of the blues, shui Uhuru won.
Do you think there's a moment in Raila angeichukua kitu?
Okay, they say that it is just conspiracy. Conspiracy from childhood, nini Moshane. That is not relevant. But freedom of speech says we should speak. So I'm not.
No, we are not in Tanzania.
Yeah.
We are not in Tanzania.
So it is say that
kidogo ukiongea hivyo politics unasikia tu mlango wanakutrace live uko wapi ngongongo. Okay, unasema nini kuhusu Samia? Njoo. twende chumba pale cha nyuma. We are not in Tanzania, we have freedom of speech. And I was told, by then there's a day I was live, and this person told me the reason why we are speaking so freely is because that Raila fought for freedom of speech, freedom of media speaking. But the fan told me like it is ni sababu yoyo. Sawa? So
so it is that not everyone believes in Raila.
Why?
Because they are like somebody who cannot believe in his own father, who can defy his own father.
Now nipe umbea vizuri. What happened between they and babake?
It is said that he cost his father's election by running as himself. Yeah, so you can imagine if they say he is cast, it is true. I don't know.
But I heard something like that.
Yeah, nikiwa primary. Yeah. So let's say if